Monday morning, and can we all just appreciate that by 8:30 I had done the food shop and trained. I bought more Aldi Golden Toblerone knockoffs, and this is my new 250 calories on a training day. I think it might be a good Monday, you know. Just posting my wee. Whew. I was just about to go out and finish my steps outside, and it's pissing it down. And do you know what? As much as I need to go outside, I'm just going to do them on the treadmill. I can't deal with it at the moment, this shitty weather. But yeah, so as part of my Blue Crest wellbeing screening last week, I had to do a urine sample, but I can't remember exactly what it was for. Obviously kidney function, but I think there was blood in the kidneys, blood in the urine sample as well. As in, there wasn't in my urine sample, but that's something that they're testing for. Should have been a little bit more clear there. So I should get my results. I can't remember how quickly I got the results back last time. I think it was a couple of weeks, or at least I got a digital version and then I got a printed version that a little bit later. But I think I got a really good turnaround, like a week or something, on the digital results. So yeah, intrigued to see what they come back like. I can't get my steps in on the treadmill now. Good morning from someone who I think has just had the chocolate orange crispy squares for the last time. And I don't mean they're being taken off me. I mean, they've always said that they were limited edition, but they've been around for like the last year, definitely since post-show. So I just really didn't think that would end, but I couldn't find any yesterday when I went to buy some. I also picked up some honey nut shredded wheat. I'm on a mission to find cereals that I can have so that it's not so samey post-training. So far, we've got choco rice, choco shells, which I'm not that enamoured with. They're quite hard. What else have we got? We've got honeycomb Wheatos, which I had yesterday, and they are really nice. But switching it up today for some honey nut shredded wheat. And they're all right. They're all right. So, trained legs this morning. Went very well. Did half an hour's cardio. So I feel like I'm on top of my shit for the week, which means hopefully later I can grab some steps and focus on some life admin, whether that's wedding or personal. I am waiting on my business SIM card to arrive today so I can set up my business phone. One of the reasons why I haven't put anything out there yet on my coaching is because I want to have a separate number. I want to keep everything separate. So that's one thing that I've sorted, and I'm going to link WhatsApp to business from my Instagram as well, so that people can easily make inquiries using the email as well. But I just wanted to get that done before I kind of put myself out there. But hoping that I can do that by the end of November, which is creeping up. I've just looked at the date, 9 days to go. But it's looking and feeling good. I just want to get a few more ducks in a row. I started my Christmas shopping on Sunday, so I've made a bit of a dent in that, but I've got a few more unread emails that I've just kind of been leaving to one side from wedding suppliers that I just need to sort out, because I'm hoping to sort out our invitations very soon. So I need to box off the running of the day, which doesn't sound like a big deal, but it makes me a little bit nervous that something is going to print already. And I'm not even sure what that looks like, but we need to get that down. So sorting out nearby places to stay, nearby taxi ranks, that kind of thing. So I just want to get that sorted and assessed before I send that off to Harriet. Yeah, these are the things that are filling up my head at the moment, which make me feel a little bit overwhelmed, but it's not been too bad the last couple of weeks. I am definitely feeling periody. I was going to say TMI, but nothing's TMI on this channel, is it? Very gassy yesterday, feeling a little backed up today, and got some period pains. So whether that'll be on time tomorrow, I don't know. But feeling large and gassy, which is just stunning. I've put a little bit of makeup on today because I'm on I'm on the all staff call, which is a Teams meeting that goes to everybody in the organisation, presenting something a little bit later. So I just wanted to improve on my usual work from home. A little bit nervous. It'll be fine. Wednesday, and my big old spot. I've got another one as well. Just period things. Haven't come on yet, but feeling it. Do you ever put a pair of tights on that are too small and you're just waddling around because your crotch is so low? I picked up an old pair of tights this morning, and when I say old, I mean start of the year. They do not fit. They do not fit. But whatever. So I'm just out now on my lunch doing a sandwich run, which I'll grab Karen some lunch, and for me that consists of a Volvic and a Monster. Fuck sandwiches. Picked my car up this morning, so I got to work a little bit later. It looks brand new, and I mean, I feel like they've resprayed the whole thing and taken away things that I've done to it. I don't know, I'm looking over my shoulder like Enterprise going to be behind me. My dick. I also pranged the door on a Cadia petrol station of the rental car. I think it was yesterday. And why am I whispering? And they've sent me like the agreement through this morning. They haven't noticed. Like, it's fine. It's fine, everything's fine. So yeah, just getting some steps in. Did half an hour cardio this morning, so no need to do that. Finished my cardio for the week. Will sit and do my check-in later. Feeling alright about my check-in, although my period obviously like fucks about a bit, but what can you do? Nothing. But I don't look too bad. Get a look at myself tomorrow because I didn't really look this morning, and see what Amy says. Look at that shiny new bumper. So this is where my neighbour damaged it, but this is where I damaged it in peak week last year because I was half dead going to a in-person check-in with Jenna. Oops. But yeah, they've done such a good job. It looks, and they've cleaned it inside and out. Feels very new. Lovely. I need to go and get some oil for it, actually. I was reminded of that this morning. God, why is everything so expensive? So expensive. I get paid tomorrow, thank God. Ugh. This month has just felt so expensive. I think I said it last week, but I was so like, off season's going to be so much cheaper because I'm not buying all these different supplements, and I'm not spending money on bikinis, and I'm not spending money on hotels, and I'm not spending money on this. Not really. Not really. Everything's fucking expensive, isn't it? God. I've said before, I don't exactly know. YouTube doesn't tell me like who follows me unless they've got an account. So if it would be beneficial and people would appreciate a costs of competing video, I'm 100% in for that. I've picked up, like I said, I've picked up a few tips for doing my own tan and things like that, but I can tell you what you need and what you don't need to save some money. But yeah, if anyone would find that interesting, I'm totally up for it. Completely off topic. My teeth feel so big for my face at the moment and for my mouth. Like, I know I actually technically have less teeth than I've ever had because I've had one removed, but I keep on catching sometimes my lips get stuck on my teeth, but seriously they do when I'm like this all the time, and they just feel very wide. That's crazy. Halfway through, God knows what can happen in the next half, but oh, I've got so many teeth. Anyway, let's go home. I didn't get in from work until about 7:30. I had a high priority issue come in at about 5 o'clock. So I didn't leave until 6. I'm just getting the last of my steps in. on the treadmill. It's now 8 o'clock. Andy's being a gem and cooking my chicken. But I think I'm probably going to take another rest day tomorrow and train Friday and Saturday. Because just having to get up so early to train before travelling to Mansfield, sometimes it just ain't it. And I'd rather have a little bit more time in bed if I've travelled back late and got back in late. So that's the way we're playing it this week. We're actually travelling to somewhere in Hereford on Friday. I've got the day off work. And I'm not going to put in too much detail here because my mum has just told me that she suddenly started watching my vlogs. So I'm not going to put in too much info. I'm travelling to Hereford to go and pick something up to go towards her Christmas present. Because I'm making it sort of this year. But it will be worth it. I know. I don't need more jobs to do I? But she's worth it and she'll love it. Once I've got an idea, I can't leave it. So I had this idea months ago and it's taken me months and months and months to find this one thing. I finally tracked them down. I'm going to go and pick them up on Friday. But that is enough detail. But we'll probably find somewhere out near Hereford to train on Friday, both of us. And yeah, train Saturday. And that'll be nice. Just to have a little bit more rest tomorrow. Right, I don't know whether this is a hack or not, because it feels very obvious. I found the results of this amazing. I want 1 egg, but I can't be arsed with frying it, poaching it. I've just lobbed it in a jug. And the other day I put this in for 45 seconds in the microwave and it was too hard. So I reckon 30 with a plate over the top's gonna do it. Okay, 30 is not quite right. It's going back in, but I'm gonna keep an eye on it. I think 40 seconds has got me a partially cooked, partially runny egg. I don't know if that's a hack, but it's something that for some reason has blown my fucking mind. It doesn't take much, does it? Hello. That first bit of the clip that you've just seen was 6 seconds of me doing my job today, which took up a whole 3 hours of walking around the archives. Welcome to Thursday. Absolutely mental. My boss put me in for a meeting this morning which turned out to be 3 hours long. Took up all of my morning. Very quick turnaround to have a little bit of something to eat and then crack on with another big meeting that I had, and then all the follow-up after that. So I've barely stopped all day. But what I was going to come on and say today, Andy last night, right, by me relinquishing a little bit of control and letting him cook something for me, I got so much work done. So much work done. I did business stuff. I also got loads of webmin done. I was emailing the caterer. I emailed the band. I emailed the bar. I emailed the venue. Who else did I email? It was crazy. But yeah, I feel very accomplished that I got that out of the way. And my emails feel a little less ick right now. Sometimes one email and knowing the weight of it can just make you, it literally feels like a day's work. So you put it off. And I've never been like that before. I've just got a lot on at the moment. So I've only just started to feel like that. That's only going to get worse as we go into deeper wedding planning. But yes, accomplished, did a lot of things. Also emailed PT Academy because I've got quite a few more courses that I need to complete as part of my package that I've paid for. There is GP referral, back pain management and nutrition. Particularly invested in the GP referral and the nutrition, and I'm just waiting to hear back on where the fuck they are, basically, because it's a lot of money. It's a lot of fucking money I don't particularly have right now to just be shitting away. Anyway, that's that. That was last night. Did my check-in this morning, as you can see. Period still nowhere to be seen. That's fine. We know that it's coming. My spot on my lip tells us this. There's actually two, but this one's the biggest one, so we'll let it have its moment. I'm a kilo up, and Amy's feedback today, I'm sorry that the quality of this is not the best, but you get the point. It's 20 past 8. It took me 2 hours to get home for no fucking reason, so this is what I've got to do. Amy's feedback today was so positive. She was like, I've looked back on your Instagram when you were at your leanest, because your check-in today just blew me away with how much your delts have started to progress. And I was like, what? Delts? Because my legs have definitely been doing a thing over the last 7 weeks that I've been with Amy. Commented on that as well. She was like, the density in your legs in the last 7 weeks is crazy, which I can feel, I can see. I'm very hard on myself, on my upper body, because it doesn't progress at the same rate. It never looks any fucking different. And she was like, I can't believe it. She was like, I was questioning on whether the volume was right in your training for your upper. And then I looked and was like, oh my God. And it made me step back and really appreciate the difference. And I'm never going to have big bubbly delts. I'm just not. I'm not genetically made that way. And that's something that everyone who's thinking of competing or bodybuilding needs to take into consideration. The way you are built and where your muscles insert is going to have a lot of influence on what you look like. No matter how hard you train, you're not, some people just aren't going to have those big round delts, and that's okay. Accepting that is really important. But she said they'd really come along, and I can see it. I'm seeing it, and that is so positive for me. So all in all, bar me taking 2 hours to get home, a really good day. Busy one, just making up for it now, but a good one. So we ignore the fact that my weight's up because I'm due on any day. I'm actually 2 days late, but I'm sure that'll turn up. It's certainly feeling like it's well on the way. My digestion today has not been its best, so I expect it probably in the morning. Friday tomorrow I'm off. Like I said, I'm on my little pilgrimage to start my mum and stepdad's Christmas present. I've just insured my dad's car because it's much bigger than mine, so I can go and pick this up. And then Andy and I are going to go and find a gym nearby so we can make a day of it. So yeah, should be good. It's 8:10 in the evening and we've only just been back from our little adventure for about 10 minutes, and we left at 8 o'clock this morning. I'm 3 meals behind. I'm just catching up now. And that training session that I've recorded is from Elite Performance. It was really good. A lot bigger than it looks when you first get there. So that was in Hereford, and it was £8 for a day session, which is pretty standard. The only one that I feel really goes much more above that is Ultraflex Rotherham. Most day passes are around £8, £9. It was a really good little gym. Really enjoyed that session. But yeah, just absolutely knackered now from driving for so long. It took about 3 hours. 3.75 hours on the way home, 3 hours there. So we've been out of the house for 12 hours now with a couple of stops. Andy's starving, I'm starving, but it was worth it. We met the nicest man. The man that has sold us the thing that I tracked down on this forum was 85, and as soon as we got there, bearing in mind he doesn't know us at all, as soon as we got there, he was inviting us in for a cup of tea, asking us if we wanted to use his bathroom. He was chatting to us about all the pictures that he restores for the village. He's given us a match day programme from 1953 in some cellophane, and his kindness and generosity was so pure and overwhelming. I got really overwhelmed. I had a little cry on the way home because he was just, you don't get a lot of that anymore, and it was just lovely. It was just lovely, and he was a really, really nice guy. He was showing us where his wife used to paint. She passed away 5 years ago from Parkinson's, and I just thought, you know what, and spend some time with this guy. I spent about half an hour with him, and he was talking through all the things he does and his little house, and just a nice day. Good morning. It's actually Sunday. I didn't pick up the camera to film yesterday at all. Andy and I spent a really slow morning in bed. I had every intention to go and get up and do the session that I've just done, but I was so knackered from driving all day Friday, I just lay there and I was like, no, that's not happening today. So we continued with our plans to chill, and then went into town and
had a potter around, bought a couple of bits that we need for the week ahead, had a hot chocolate at Thor's TP, and then we went on a search for our Christmas bauble. Oh, cringe, but every year we buy a Christmas bauble for our tree for every year that we've been together. So we went and bought that and actually found one. Like, normally it takes a good fucking search to find one that we like, but we did very well. We did it in the day, and then went home, watched a film and had pizza. Just wanted to be present yesterday after that, and although we spent all day together Friday, we spent it in the car, so we just had some quality time. Now, I've just gone and trained quads and delts. Oh, that's gonna hurt. And today I'm actually seeing one of my friends, Emily, who we used to be super close, and I haven't seen her for fucking, like, actually years. It's embarrassing. Some of my relationships that were really special to me, they still are, but they've just kind of dwindled from COVID to then competing. I haven't looked after them as well as I should have done, so I've got in touch with quite a few people in this off season and been like, right, let's sort this out, because it's important to do that, and I shouldn't have let them get like that in the first place. But COVID was not kind to keeping in touch with people, I don't think, and then everyone's got busy lives. As you get older, it's just fucking shit, isn't it? You have to book in like months in advance to see each other. Whatever. Anyway, that's negative as fuck. I'm gonna get these down me, go and get ready, and then go and see Emily, and we're having a roast dinner, which I'm gonna have my post-workout, obviously have my pre-workout, and then because I've got up that little bit later today, it's about 11 o'clock, I won't eat much else for the rest of the day, so I can definitely fit that roast dinner in. Of all the off-plan meals to have, a roast dinner is not the worst one. Apart from those roasties and some cauliflower cheese, it's meat and veg, in it. A little bit of butter in there that you can't be sure where it is, but it's not the worst off-plan meal to have. Also, I had a dream last night that was so vivid and clear that I was sure when I woke up that it was real. Last night in my dream, I won £60,000, very specific, on a scratch card at someone's wedding. Like, you know, when people do them as wedding favours. Yeah, £60,000. Obviously that did not happen, and I woke up gutted. Does anyone do that? I quite often, I say quite often, maybe a few times a year, I will wake up convinced it's either Christmas Day or my birthday, and then it's fucking not, it's April. No? Anyone? Just me. Look at all of this. All of this. All of this. Yeah.